can see why this would fascinate her, because there's so much about the Donahues here.
Tom, you're doing Poppy no kindness to encourage her fantasies. She's not Teresa. And it's not good for you to immerse yourself in the past.
You're right. But I can't help feeling sorry for her with no notion of who she is.
I care about Poppy, too. It's just that I care about you more.
I'm ready.
Fine. Would you like a cup of coffee or some breakfast?
No, thanks. I'm not hungry.
Oh, I'll brew some tea for you when you get back to my old place. The pot I brought from home is still there.
That would be nice, but you really don't have to go to any trouble.
It's no trouble. I could do it with my eyes closed.
Faith, I want you to know how sorry I am about upsetting you. I hope when I leave it will fix things.
Let's not worry about that, Poppy.
You've been so good to me. I really didn't mean to cause any trouble.
It's just that I think that this will be better for everyone in the long run.
I'll miss you both.
Oh, now don't speak as if you're not going to see us again. After all, I'm your landlord, and I'll expect a call if you have a leaky faucet. We still intend keeping you as a friend, don't we?
Yes, of course. Excuse me. Hello?
Faith, it's me. Are you alone?
Not yet.
Talk in code. I wondered how it went. Were you able to turn the gentleman's head?
Let me say it was an eventful night.
Well, pleasant events, I hope.
Fairly extraordinary. Say, can you stop by in about, I don't know, in a minute?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Is this all your stuff, Poppy? It doesn't look too heavy.
Oh, well, I didn't have very much to pack.
Well, I'll make sure that you get well settled in. Are you all right?
Well, I'm fine. I was just taking a last look around. Such a beautiful house.
You're going to love my old place.
I think I will. And you know, when I think about it, living where you lived, it's almost like not leaving at all.
Let's go.
Good morning, Maeve. Did you sleep well?
Oh, John didn't, so I consequently didn't. I don't remember when that man has been as restless as he was last night.
That's so. Maybe it was something he ate. Oh, I'm sorry, not something he ate here, of course.
No. Of course, I knew you didn't mean that. No, he has a cast iron stomach. Now, there's something on his mind. That's clear.
Something in particular?
Well, take your pick of what's going on around here. Patrick and Nancy Feldman head over heels. Mary away with Jack sitting here waiting for her. And Siobhan, with her birth control lectures.
Not to mention Frank and his bride-to-be. I tell you, you two have enough to occupy your minds.
Yes, but John has taken it harder. I mean, he tossed and turned like he lost his best friend last night.
He's even late coming down here.
Oh, no. He's gone to the park with Ryan. I sent him out so he could have at least a morning relaxation. He's tried to.
That's good. I'll hold the fort here.
Oh, I'd appreciate that, Kevin. Anything you could do to make that man's life a little easier today, I'd be most grateful.
Certainly, Maeve. I'll do what I can.
Thank you, dear. Hello? Where is everybody?
Hi, Kevin.
Oh, how are you? Darling, how are you?
Good morning, Mrs. Ryan.
Well.
Mr. McGinnis.
Good morning, Mr. Ross.
I can see from the looks on both of your faces that the trip was successful.
It was. 2 shows in the can, and sensational ones, if I do say so.
2 of them.
Yeah, the first one we planned about transportation, and a little something extra.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Come on.
Your daughter spent the better part of the afternoon yesterday in the Virginia estate of Mr. Justice Merriam.
Of the Supreme Court?
The very same.
Oh, Mary, that's grand.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you all about it, but first, how is Jack? And where is he? And where's Ryan? I can't wait to hug them both.
Your father's got Ryan in the park. Jack's upstairs working on a column. Now tell me about this interview. Wasn't you planning that?
No. Bob handed it to us on a silver platter, bless his heart. I had exactly 30 minutes' notice, no time to prepare.
No doubt she held her own.
Admirably.
It went well. Then the justice sent us to see his law clerk, and we spent the evening getting tons of background. He couldn't have been more cooperative.
You charmed him.
Oh, not I, my boss. The clerk turned out to be a total Anglophile. He got Thatcher into a discussion about Winston Churchill, the greatest man in history.
Oh, yes.
Well, basically, all I did was agree with him.
Oh. Thatcher, do the Churchill thing, please.
Oh, not now.
Oh, please. It's so wonderful.
I have not become the king's first minister
Oh, dear.
to preside over the dissolution of the British Empire.
That's the old boy, all right.
More, please.
No.
Oh, come on.
Well, let's see now. This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. Perhaps it is the end of the beginning.
Isn't that spectacular? The man practically opened the files to us. Honey.
I didn't even know you were home.
I didn't want to bother you. Ma said you were working.
I was.
Hello, Mr. Fanatic.
Mr. Ross, that was quite a routine. You do Jimmy Cagney?
Oh, you dirty... Oh, no, I'll have to work on that one.
Oh, you should. If you ever decide to leave the television business, you could play Las Vegas.
Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind. Well, I'd better be getting along to the studio. Mary, I'll see you in a short while, huh? Then we can start the editing.
All right.
Good. Well, have a nice day, everyone.
Why, Mr.
Goodbye,
Ross?
Mr. Ross.
Maeve, I'm happy to fill in for John, but can you cover for me for half an hour? I have something personal to do.
Oh, of course, Kid.
Thanks, Maeve.
Darling, it's lovely having you home.
Oh, thanks, Ma. Is it?
Is what? You want a cup of tea?
Thanks. Is it lovely having me home?
Sure. How long you planning to stay this time?
Oh, honey, please. I could strangle myself for bringing you down like that and not even having 2 minutes for you.
Oh, you didn't plan it that way. Besides, I got a column out of it. Nothing to complain about.
A good column?
I think so.
On Frank.
Mm-hmm.
About Frank and, what else? Are you excited about it?
Yeah, when you've been in the business as long as I have, you don't get that excited. I think it's interesting.
Oh, I think that's a shame. Come on, Fanelli. Don't play old pro with me. You get as hepped up as I do sometimes.
Not recently.
Only because you've been sick and running on one cylinder. But you're going back again full time.
Mayor, I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Well, I'm delighted you want to talk to me about something. Sorry. I didn't say that.
I was wondering what we're gonna do now that we're going home to Weehawken Street. I won't be able to be on call for Ryan, and you're in Washington a lot of the time.
Jack.
We just do careers, both of us. Let the chips fall where they may. Let Ryan work things out for himself.
No. Listen now. That's precisely what I had in my mind the whole way in from the airport. The timetable for going home.
At last I heard the timetable was set. We leave today, right after this last trip.
Yeah, that was the plan. But I have so much editing to do. Remember, I wound up with 2 shows instead of 1.
I remember.
We haven't made arrangements for babysitting downtown. Ryan settled in here. Ma's close by. You and I don't have to worry about shopping or planning meals. I mean, right now, when my work schedule is so tight, could we hang around here just a little longer?
How long?
A week?
Mayor, I really don't want to sit around here another week trying to be civil to your father and a mom to our daughter and a big brother to your sister.
Is Siobhan bugging you?
No, Siobhan's not bugging me. She's fine. She's good company. It's just I would prefer that she came to visit us.
I understand. And I want to go home just as much as you do.
Yes, so you say.
But at this point in time, it's awfully hard for me to work and travel farther and do my fair share at the apartment.
Yeah. Well, it's hard for me to work here. I need my desk and my files and my own space. And I need you and Ryan with me at home.
I know.
Will you do that for me, Matt? Even if it is inconvenient? Move back to Weehawken Street with Ryan and me tonight after the late news?
Jack, you know I want to do anything to make it better for us. I have an immense amount of work this evening before the show. But if tonight's crucial for you, and tomorrow's really too far away, okay. I guess we could manage.
Okay. Tomorrow.
I don't see why not. Certainly by the day after, I'd be completely organized by then.
Right, Mayor. I'll see you.
Jack, your tea.
Good morning, Delia.
Kevin.
I'm sorry if I disturbed you. I thought you'd be up and about at this hour.
Well, I would be, but Roger told me to sleep late. I've been having a bad night.
You're not alone.
Well, I wasn't, of course, but I am now because Roger just left. What do you want?
I have something to tell you.
Well, can't you just tell me? Do you have to come in?
Well, the doorstep is fine. I came to apologize.
Well, come in. Yes, you were saying.
Well, that's all there is to it. I apologize.
For what?
There are some things I shouldn't have said.
Like what things?
Like calling you a twit.
Oh, well, sticks and stones. But you do know what a twit is.
I do.
So do I, because I looked it up.
You were trying to find out how grievously you had been insulted?
I was trying to get you off the hook in my mind. I didn't enjoy telling Johnny to fire you. So I thought maybe it's not as bad as it sounds. Maybe he means someone who twitters like a bird. Or you've got me mixed up with the way I used to be before I started using my brain. Is that what you thought?
Delia, words said in the heat of the moment are not always thought out carefully.
No. Of course not. You mustn't, because a twit, Kevin, is an insignificant person. Someone whom others regard as stupid.
Mercy.
Do you think I'm stupid? Wait, let me put it another way. Is a person who turns a drop in the bucket investment into over $100,000 in less than a year a stupid person?
You are neither a stupid nor an insignificant person, Delia.
Oh.
And I'm sorry I called you a twit. I truly am.
Well, then, would you say I'm a person that deserves respect?
Absolutely.
Well, good, then I accept your apology. Provided, of course, you give me that respect.
Of course.
That means listening to me. My ideas, my opinions. You and Johnny both. I expect you both to take me seriously.
Well, we do, Delia, but how far do you intend to go? Are you going to change the basic atmosphere of Ryan's?
I'm only going to go far enough to make improvements, Kevin, that's all.
Delia, you must understand that whilst John and I might go along with the green aprons and the shamrocks, Maeve won't. She wouldn't tolerate shillelaghs hanging from light fixtures.
Kevin, that's a pessimistic attitude. I see just two things we have to do. First, I'll explain to Maeve that the reason I'm hanging around Ryan's is because Johnny's agreed to teach me more about small business. She'll go with that. She knows I'm interested in investments.
And two?
Two is easy. If Maeve has a problem with the improvements, you and Johnny just convince her they're wonderful. In fact, you can even take the credit and say it was all your idea.
So you sent her packing.
I had to. Your advice worked at first. Everything was great with Tom and me. And then in walks Poppy with her cute little Peter Pan collar. Looks just like Teresa.
Which she probably shopped for all afternoon.
Maybe she's perfectly innocent. I mean, her answers were all plausible.
Honey, it doesn't make any difference whether she's chasing after Teresa's ghost or trying to steal your husband. You did the right thing.
I think so. I mean, the sight of her, the sound of her voice, everything reminds Tom of Teresa. He's totally obsessed with this whole thing. I know he knows it, but he can't help himself.
He told me how strange it was for him. He needed your help.
I don't think I've ever done anything this selfish before.
Look, I wouldn't say that fighting for the man you love and that you're married to is selfish.
I love him. And it's not like I'm trying to trap him. I know he loves me too.
Then my advice to you is to hold on to him with everything you've got. Look, you've been through a lot of hell in the past few months, but you've gained an enormous strength. It took a lot to do what you did this morning, and I say all the more power to you.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not coming out the loser this time.
A secret room? Oh, it's like something out of a story. I love this place. It's even nicer than you said. Oh, so much more personal than Faith's house. These are the things you love.
Well, most of the furniture was here, of course, but the pictures and the books I brought. It was like taking a piece of home with me.
Because you can't go back. Who's that?
Oh, that's my grandmother on my mother's side.
Did you know her?
Oh, yes. She died when I was 9.
Amazing. I mean, of course, most people know their grandmothers, but to me, it's incredible. Is this Irish lace?
Yes, that was made in County Limerick.
I love the names of Irish places. I hope I turn out to be Irish. Ooh, this is beautiful. So soft.
I'm sure you'll find lots of space here. The tenant should have left them empty.
Well, I'll take care of that later. I think I might make some tea. My own kitchen. I've never had that before. Maybe you could come to dinner when Faith stops being afraid of me.
Oh, I don't think it's that.
I know. She's afraid I'll upset you. Do I?
You don't upset me, Papa. You just start a chain of old feelings.
Yes. They were good feelings, weren't they?
It was a long time ago.
Do you have another cup?
Oh, you know I only have one of those, Terry. I'm sorry. It was, just the way you were moving around.
Like her?
Very.
I don't mind. I love hearing about her. If it doesn't bother you and it doesn't bother me, and Faith isn't here, is there any harm in it?
I don't know. I better be getting along.
Well, what about the tea?
Oh, some other day.
Tomorrow.
Parties, boys, and drama. Oh my! Catch up with the 5 sexy singles who are putting a new spin on Southern charm. Don't miss an all-new Southern Bells Louisville, tonight at 10 on SoapNet.